When I thought about the idea that is, promoted by some people who want abortion to be criminalized, of prosecuting women who seek or get abortions, it occurred to me that there actually is a silver lining. Because what's going to happen when the first woman gets prosecuted? Now, of course, it depends on who they pick. Now, if they pick a multi-millionaire or billionaire who's a member of the social register and had the abortion because she doesn't want to get stretch marks, that's one thing. But then if they pick somebody who is an overworked, often fatigued mother of 2 children who was seduced and abandoned, is barely making it month to month, has a job that barely pays, is, renting an apartment in the slums, or maybe living in a shelter, or, has circumstances that are more similar to those of the average aborter, what would happen is that there would be a fund raised in her defense. She would be acquitted by a sympathetic jury. She would make the talk show rounds, write her memoirs, and catapult from being impoverished to being wealthy. Basically, that prosecution would be her ticket to living the American dream. She would go from rich to poor based on that prosecution. So, in a way, I don't really support it, but at the same time, I can see what would happen as a result. Something good would happen. Again, I want to go over again what would happen if they picked a person who was a typical aborter, somebody financially strapped, somebody often tired, somebody who already has a couple of kids. What would happen is that a fund would be raised in her defense, for her defense. She would almost certainly be acquitted by a sympathetic jury. She would make the talk show rounds. She would write her memoirs, and she would become wealthy. Maybe she would pose nude. Maybe she would become an actress. I don't know exactly what would happen, but I think something good would happen for her. So yes, it would be somebody's ticket to a female Horatio Alger story based on that prosecution. Okay. Just wanted to put my thoughts out there.